Hi, this is Matt with Inmate Search Info. Today we're going to be looking at how to find North Carolina inmates. The North Carolina Department of Public Safety offers a searchable database of past and present inmates. So unlike some of the other states we've looked at, they do include historical data, which is good in a way, bad in as much as if you're trying to find somebody currently incarcerated, you're going to get a lot of results if you don't happen to have an offender number. If you have that, you can obviously go straight to the person, whether it's a past or present offender. But if you are searching by name or by other criteria, you're going to get a ton of results. In fact, normally when I do searches, I like to do offender status all, just to kind of make sure I get some results for the searches that I do. But in this case, if I do my typical search that we do at Inmate Search Info for Michael Smith, I end up with pages and pages and pages of results because, like I say, they include historical data going back 20 plus years, maybe all the way back, I'm not sure. But certainly some old offenses are still listed there. So in the case of someone where you don't know whether they may be currently in prison or maybe were in the past, you can do that all. You just want to try to fill in as much additional information as you can. So obviously, name, if you have it. One of the things that North Carolina does that's a little bit different is that they have this last name sounds like option as well. So if I don't know how well that works. I think there's some kind of algorithm they use to kind of determine if a name sounds like something else. So I can't speak specifically to how well that works, but that is a unique option. Obviously, if you click that, you're going to get even more results than the results you're going to get here otherwise. Like I say, middle initial, you can break it down by gender, race, ethnic group, and then birth date. So they do have this option where if you know a birth date, you can, plus or minus a couple of years, you can do that. I feel like the age range is probably more useful for most people, for most situations. So anyway, that's kind of the options they give you. I almost wish they gave you a few more filtration options, but in any case, like even offense type or something like that, just so you could kind of maybe narrow it down a bit more. But in any case, hopefully you're not searching for a Michael Smith, or if you are, you can at least narrow down the age range. So that's what we're going to do. Try that search out. All right, as you can see, we have a lot of results, 188 offenders, and that's, Michael Smith between the ages of 40 and 50. And you don't get the sense here of whether this is someone who's actually, did we do it all? We did. So let's go to active inmates and redo that search. So that's a little bit better. Again, if you don't know if the person may still be in prison or not, you may or may not be able to use that filter. But again, we have this age range, which is what I selected, date of birth, which again may be something that's helpful to you or you may recognize, and then just your basic demographics, as well as that offender number, which you can record down for future reference if you want to check back on what's going on with the person. So we'll go ahead and select this first Michael Smith, and they don't always have photos available. Certainly with the ones that are historical data, a lot of them don't have photos, I've noticed, but obviously for current inmates they will. So you won't see that right out of the bat. If you don't want to see a picture of the person, obviously they don't show it to you, which is thoughtful of them. But if you want to click on it, you can get a photo. And these are kind of alternate names that have been used. I don't know, some of these don't quite meet the definition of aliases, I guess. They put, I guess, these extra misspellings of the middle name possibly, but they do have some people who have used Michael Smith as an alias. I think that will show up in the results as well. This is the current sort of status of the person. So obviously this person is actively incarcerated, as that's what we used in the initial search. They have this primary crime. I don't know. Let's see. They haven't given any other kind of related crimes. Sometimes they'll give you kind of a laundry list in some states, but it doesn't look like North Carolina does that unless this person just doesn't have additional crimes. So this is priors. It looks like potentially. Yeah, so this is from 2012, so those would be kind of priors as well. So you can kind of see the whole record of the person involved, and yeah, so maybe if this person had more than one active crime, they would be listed elsewhere. So this is this would be, I guess, the laundry list of crimes. The primary being, I guess, the most serious would be listed in this section. So we also have the location, the admitting location, and current location. They don't give you a link to directly to the prison where the person or the facility where the person's located. We do have information on each individual location on our site at Inmate Search Info. If you take a look at our link below, it'll take you right to North Carolina, and you'll be able to take a look at some of those links. The information that's here, like I say, very extensive. They don't give you, doesn't look like historical photos. They won't let you blow it up either. But if we go back and do a search for all, so this includes people who have finished their sentencing, etc. Again, this is an old one, so there's no photo. This information, again, we have, this is an alias here, just confirming that you will get alias results. So if you don't know someone by their legal name, you'll still get results, which is good as long as they know prior names they may have used. And you can see kind of, again, for this particular person, when they were actually released as well. And they don't have information on the parole situation in terms of who to contact. But again, this is information you can probably get contacting one of the contacts that we have listed on our North Carolina page. So again, this information, even the historical information, as well as the current information for people who are incarcerated, you don't want to use this information for any official purpose. You don't want to use it for a credit decision, housing decision, or employment decision. There are special types of searches that you can use for that are what are called FCIA compliant. So just be careful how you use this information. Obviously, you also don't want to use this information for any harassment purpose or anything that would run afoul of the law itself. You don't want to find yourself on these pages doing something you're not supposed to. So that pretty much covers our North Carolina inmate search. If you'd like a link directly to this page, as well as links to other types of offenses that you can search for in North Carolina, other helpful tips, hints, and step-by-step instructions, please visit our link below. Thanks so much for watching.